Before discussing the pricing strategy in detail, here is a short introduction about what this video contains. Here we will give you a detailed explanation about pricing strategy and why it's needed. Also, we will discuss about different tools which are used to decide the price and also the important parameter on which we calculate the price. This video contains every detail, so just be with us at the end of the video. Before discussing the pricing strategy, we need to understand the price term. What a price is? Price. Any product or service price is an amount of money that is given by a buyer to the seller in the exchange for some services, some goods, or some food items. A business can use a variety of pricing strategies when selling a product or service. To determine the most effective pricing strategy for a company, senior executives need to first identify the company's pricing position, pricing segment, pricing capability, and competitive pricing reaction strategy. Before discussing this topic, let's have a small discussion about the mixed marketing strategy term, which is categorized by product, price, place, and promotion. If you have any issue related to your product, either is a quality problem or any type of problem your product is going through, then this term is considered a mixed marketing strategy or product strategy. The next term is considered as pricing, which we will discuss further in detail. Place. This is also a very important term because without being at any prime location, you cannot grow your business. Promotions. This is also a very important step to sell your product and attract the audience because you only can promote your product or service with 100% effort. If you are still watching the video, then please like and comment on the video for the algorithm. After discussing the mixed marketing term, let's understand pricing strategy in detail with an example. Let's assume Jack is a person who started his bakery shop named Yummy Bakery Shop. Though he is very good at baking cakes and cookies and very much familiar with his products, he exactly knows what his customers want and he is good at baking techniques, his customers' tastes, and all the small information related to his bakings and customers, but he is not much aware of pricing strategy, so we can help him deciding his price based on pricing strategy. There are many reasons why we should have detailed knowledge of pricing techniques because when we will not calculate pricing techniques correctly, the shopkeeper may bear a loss which is not good for his business or customers may bear a very high price, so obviously, in this case, they will not prefer to take that item or service, and by this shopkeeper again faces the loss, so deciding a suitable price for any good or service is a very important step for any businessman. And before any price confirmation, there are lots of researches and calculation. Then we came to an endpoint called final price. Let's take one more example by which we can learn and understand this term much more easily and conveniently. There is a person named John. He just started coffee and some snack stall. But he is not very much familiar about pricing techniques because he is not much aware of theories and strategies. He is not as much educated as he can calculate his all profit and loss. So here we have to understand his problem and give him solution. So before discussing and deciding the price, let's have a look on the item he is offering to his customers and what is his cost price. When we asked him, he told us about his item coffee and sandwich. Now if we start calculation, first we have to calculate the price of sugar, milk, and price of the coffee beans which he is using to make the coffee. He told us his total cost of making a cup of coffee is minimum $5. So obviously we have to decide its price more than $5 because $5 is his cost price, and if he is doing business there should be some profit, otherwise he cannot do his business on a long term. So here we calculate his total cost is $5 and $1 for his physical work or services, so we decided the price in a round figure of $10. And this is the steps that we have to follow for sandwich as well. First, calculate all the expenses which he expended to buy the raw material of the sandwich like bread slices, salt, cheese sliced, mayonnaise sauce, black pepper, vegetables, and all small ingredients, and assume that it's costed him around $10 for one sandwich. After included his physical investment, we will calculate it as $15. So here we have decided price for his sandwich is just $15, which is convenient to both shopkeeper and customers also, and this is the pricing strategy which anyone will charge you if he or she is giving you any good or any services. On the other hand, we have to understand one more thing, that this price should not be much higher than other competitors because if you sell your product on a very high rate, customers will not prefer you, they will choose someone else over to you. So this is also a very important term which you have to put in your mind, that your product or service price should also be in the market row in which others also provide the same product. Deciding the price for any product is, though, looks like a very easy task, but when it is performed it seems very hard because there are many small segments of calculation which you only can understand and assume. There is no specific data by which you can calculate or perform all the actions. Let's discuss some cases how companies decide their product price. Let's take the example of Oreo biscuits because in the factories there are many steps which is performed, like harvesting the crop, transportation the crop from field to the company, their quality check, their production. There are many more steps which increase the cost price. After calculating all these things, we have to calculate its making charges, labor fee, machine charges, electricity bill, and many more small calculations. Companies calculated this all in a standard form, and then they decide the price of their product, in which they include all the small detail like packaging and all. Before deciding the price for anyone, you have to understand the importance of the product and demand the product in the market. If there is more availability of product in the market, you have to lower your price to finish your stock, otherwise you will face a big loss. Next, if there is limited stocks in the market for your product and there are lots of demand in the market for your product, you can limit the stock and increase the price for the product. Because you know there is a need of your product in the market, and whatever price you will choose, people will buy your product. Let's take one more example to understand the pricing concept. You have seen many times at any festive season or any celebration times our online stores provide us a good discount and listed their maximum items as $99 or $999 price. Can you tell me why they are listed their item as $99 or $999 instead of $100 or $1,000? It's also a technique to attract their customer. Just by decreasing 1 penny price, they are offering you a beneficial deal, and customer fall for their strategies and purchased a lot in this price and thought they are doing a profitable shopping, but it's just a strategy to grab the attention of customer by displaying the lower price and attract the customer 100 times more than before. This technique is known as marketing techniques. Pricing techniques is also a subsequential part of marketing strategies, because when you understand the marketing term very well, then only you can calculate and conclude the pricing strategy and able to perform action on this. Here are one more example where we can see many online stores or offline stores give us discount on price by giving buy one get one offer discount. This is also a technique under pricing strategy. In this section, they increase the price double or triple times as its original price on a single good and announce another item is free in just this price. While they are charging us the same amount, but people fall for their trap and thought it is discounted, and we are receiving 2 items in just one's cost and buy the more good or product as our need. This all known as marketing strategies. The main motto of marketing strategy is increase the sell. First, understand your customer and their need, or create the need, and then fulfill their need and charge them a good amount of money. In multinational companies, there are many persons who are just hired by the firms to make these types of strategies and create more thirst among the customers, so they buy more product and company gain a good profit. This is same as done for pricing also. They hire some members just to check the quality of the product and deciding the price by performing all the calculations as their cost money, their investment, their labor charge, and all the small detail, which is performed by the company employee. And by this process, all the big multinational companies and firms decide their prices and make their marketing strategy.